All right, welcome back, everyone.
Oh, no.
What? You don't start off the stream by saying, "Oh no, Grayson."
Well, Yolandi dropped off.
Okay, she's back.
I don't know. You didn't drop it.
What?
We're all
No.
good? What? Well, thank you for sitting through the completely silent opening screen because I forgot to turn all that on. So, yeah, we are at session 10 of What's in the Rift. We left off our last session with a nice little cliffhanger involving Helpis exposing himself unnecessarily yet again to robots that are not necessarily friendly, and getting everybody into a bit of a pickle due to that. If you recall, we ended the session with guns being drawn and all aiming at you from the surrounding revolutionaries outside the Zaptron automat. Inside the Zaptron automat is where you were there to find the voice console, which Seuss had informed you was not something that should have been in use or even functioning on board the ship at the time, of which you've now interacted with two exclusively in the Zaptron automat.
Recording.
Oh, that's right. We should set up a recordings, huh? Good call.
Recording.
Right.
Everybody got
Just
their
want us to click
DAWs
record.
up?
I opened mine. I was ready. I even named
Yeah, I
the
have
file.
mine already ready to go.
I'm ready to.
Okay. Well, let's get those recordings in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Recording.
Cool. On the main floor where Helpis was created, you were looking for a mother pipe that you found to already be patched, much to the disappointment of your new friend Murdy, who you had met in the service tunnels below the Zaptron automat. Therein, once you were inside the Zaptron automat, you immediately dropped the pretense of sneaking anywhere, made yourself known to the robots on the assembly line, broke your way into the main floor, and then proceeded to do feats of strength in front of the human buyers on that space, which had been converted into what could only be likened to a 20th century car showroom floor. Helpis, you found what you would consider probably a doppelganger, except it had a more traditional helper-style head than you have. Mm-hmm. And you met a human salesman, human, I say in strong quotes, named Mike, who kept referring to Donnie as Donald and suggesting that they were there early. Let's see what other... Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, when you were breaking in through those tunnels, you did involve yourself in a bit of an exchange with the maintenance robots that were effecting a repair down there. You peeled one of them off with a convincing roll that had them follow you seeking out their own mother, which we mentioned earlier had already been repaired. And yeah, I think that brings us pretty close to the beginning of last session. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Anything that you guys would like to add to that summary?
Why is it a problem when I go up to people and say, "You're my perfect body doppelganger, except you have a more helpful head," that it's a problem?
I cannot answer that for you. That sounds like a question for somebody far more qualified than I am.
Oh.
I don't know.
Just figured I'd ask.
Did we
also
did we
ended last
answer?
session with you all receiving your second set of growth points since we started this session. So if there are no further additions or questions from last session, then let's let us go over how you guys have chosen to grow. Yo, you look like you're getting ready to say something.
Did we answer the question about... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you not hear me?
Yes,
We can
I
hear you.
Oh, okay. Did we not answer the question about how people are buying robots since we sort of, collapsed the economy and currency is nothing?
You have not answered that question.
We did not.
Josh just
We
observed
didn't
how
discuss at all.
good of a question that was.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss the answer.
Well, you know now that you did not miss the answer. In fact, that is what you hopefully will figure out tonight. We'll see. We've got, as I mentioned last session, of the 5 points that I was hoping to cover, you guys got through 1 in the last session. So let's hope that we can maybe get a little bit further this time.
Let's Hail Mary through the next 4.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think we're the problem. I think you're just a little over ambitious on how many points we can actually get through. You got to temper your expectations.
No matter what I plan, no matter how sparse it is, it immediately goes out the window anyways. So I've really learned to just stop bothering.
Yeah. There you go.
Let's cover your growth points. Ray, I want to start with you. How has Donnie gotten better, faster, stronger?
Stronger. Donnie's physical went up from a D6 to a D8, and fight went from a D6 to a D8.
All right. Fitting, given the situation that you're in. Grayson, how has Chronicarl grown and matured?
The exact same way, literally.
Well done. Okay.
sensing a
Landon,
theme.
Helpis has gotten bigger, stronger, smarter.
So maybe not smarter, but more social. So we stepped up social because good Lord, Helpis was lacking in that. And then we stepped up survive because it's something I've been avoiding for a while because it's the same number as social.
What are your former scores and what are your new?
So social was 6 on both, and now we're working with 8. So
wonderful. So 8s on both of those. And Yolandi, what is up with PB?
We only got 2, right?
Two growth points to up 2 die values.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out which ones were the most recent
Doing
ones.
it live, huh?
No, I did it. I just don't know which ones I did this time.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the physical that I took from a 4 to a 6, and fight that went from 8 to a 10.
So that's 3 of you that chose fight and physical to make
Why
better.
I didn't take my focus to an 8, I don't know.
somebody's got to start punching people besides.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
When I do it, it's bad. It's
All right.
so bad.
Let us set the scene for where you are at. At the moment that we ended last session, we had the robot that had formerly drawn a gun during the initial scab event where they were out picketing the Zaptron automat and a human workforce came in to replace them. He had fired a weapon. He was the instigator of the events that led to Jenkins being shot twice and perishing, and you also recall him being extremely squirrely and diving away. But he did confront you as you exited and said that he was impressed with the work that you'd put into fighting the oppressors. He asked you to recount how many you had downed Helpis, and then asked if you'd been in touch with Janice, the leader of the opposition, the resistance, as he put it. You elected to inform him that you weren't welcome as part of the resistance because of Two-Armed Tony's designation that you were too far gone, and then when he asked you to explain, you took the further step of opening your access panel to show him exactly
My
what
testicles.
you meant by that. Yes, to show him your testicles.
Donnie helped.
Donnie helped.
Donnie did help, aided and abetted in that wise decision.
I think
Yeah.
He said that he regretted it, but you were too far gone. And then we ended the session with him saying, "I'll see you in the next life. Keep fighting the good fight, brother." And him and a number of robots in the encircling encampments had stood and drawn slug throwers. And they are all currently leveled at you. It is hot in Servotown. The engines have been running There has been no affordance given to the comfort of any humans on the ship in this part. This was a intentional choice by the robots that have set up this encampment around here. For you, Donnie, you are dripping sweat from the second that you walked outside the Zaptron automat, which we did cover last time, I do believe.
Yeah, I recall it being hot there as well.
Yes.
Yes.
You notice that the lights are drawn down, that the normal vibrancy of Servotown has an eerie and empty quality to it, other than this band of robots that have moved their belongings into an area that basically has them shutting off all external access to the Zaptron automat. The moment was tense from the first time that you were hailed and felt confrontational. And though they initially invited you into the revolution, your actions have put you in a place where they feel that it is the best course of action to put you all down. And it is here.
All of us?
Well, they have not made any distinction over who they're aiming at this point, and with the number
Wait,
of
but
guns drawn.
I don't have any testicles.
He doesn't.
I am also testicle free.
Me too.
Not part of my design.
Just
Well,
me.
You are staring, Helpis, down the barrel of about an 18-inch long slug thrower with a circumference that would lead you to believe that the bullet being fired from it is probably a good inch and a half around.
Mm-hmm.
It would be large enough that you would be concerned about whether your admittedly hard and shiny and rippling robot chassis could withstand the impact.
All right, so let's consider here. You're aware that what you're looking at is a nuclear core, correct?
He pauses for a second and says, "Nuclear core? What do you mean?"
Well, if you were to fire that gun and it hit my core, it's entirely possible that this entire ship could be gone in an instant.
He makes a good point.
that is fair.
I was made illegally.
But with love.
Yeah. If you part my testicles back there, you can probably see.
You can see that saying that you have a nuclear core has given him pause. As you may remember, Smelt was pretty much the only other robot on board the ship that you would encounter that had a nuclear core. And admittedly, the type of nuclear core that would have been in a robot like Smelt would have been considerably older and considerably less powerful than the type that you possess. Smelt caused his reactor to go critical, which led to the melted floor in the holding cell of the security office. The core, as you would know from it being examined and multiple robots now telling you that you have, is a fusion, not a fission core, meaning that, yes, would probably take out the whole ship. This has given the robot across from you pause as he says, "You're way too young to have any type of nuclear in you. I don't believe you. You're bluffing." But he does not give the order to fire.
If you pull the trigger, you can find out. We can all find out. Well, actually, no, we can't find out.
He seems to consider this for a moment.
Yeah, we won't remember when we find out.
Yeah, we won't know.
No.
Let's make this a D8 challenge because you decided to challenge him to pull the trigger there right before. It would have been a D6.
Okay, cool. Cool. Sick. All right.
It's only a 5 that you are beating.
Okay. Okay. So now we just hope. I have to use the digital dice roller. All right. So, I guess we're going I get to use survive for the first time.
Hey.
Which is not it's not a high number, but
But it's there.
It's a big moment.
let's see.
But that
I'm trying to look at everything that would apply to this. Yeah, social, I guess. Oh man, I've not been using my distinctions a lot.
You've got
You should.
fans in the audience here. Chat is pulling for you, Helpis.
Okay. All right.
Help us. Help us.
But don't
I'm
don't
just-
encourage him.
I don't know if fight would apply to this.
Oh, I'm encouraging them.
You,
Fans.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can, if you can make an argument for any trait, there is a chance I'll accept it.
I mean, there is like the social element. I am technically fighting for my life and bluffing like the wind.
I'll take it.
Because Helpis didn't know he'd actually blow up the ship.
Fighting for your life is fine.
Yeah, that was a lie. That turned out to be true.
That was
Okay.
smooth.
You guys have not used your plot points to make anything true this entire season.
That's not true.
We made that rug
We don't have
store.
enough.
got my
Didn't
beanbag.
make the rug store. That's
right.
We made a rug store.
Fucking
Great job,
rug
guys.
store.
Good job, guys.
I used a point last time to do something.
Okay.
something true?
I think that's just going to be
Yeah, something like that.
my
That-
pool here. Okay. Yeah, I got a 10.
Okay, that is a heroic success. So he falters for a moment, and you get to describe what happens next. You get narrative control of the scene until I take it back from you here, essentially.
Excellent. All right. Boom. No, I'm playing.
Remember,
Yeah, it blows
there are
up.
robots all in the circle around you as well.
Helpis
Yeah.
starts spinning like a Beyblade and just takes
Yeah. So everyone starts lowering their guns, thinking about this. It's probably be a bad idea to shoot a nuke. Let's be honest here. And I think everyone really considers that. And everyone just doesn't really disarm, but like holsters what they have, whatever they got going on, the rebels.
All except for the one
And-
immediately across from you.
Okay.
He keeps his gun drawn, but at his side. And he looks at you and says, I don't like what's going on here. I
Nor
don't
do
like
I.
that we have to question which robots we can trust and which we can't. It used to be real easy because if you had soft skin, then you were the enemy. And now I gotta look at you hanging out with your human friend and whatever that thing is. And he motions to Seuss, who is
Yeah, Seuss
kind
has
of
sweat hands.
desperately rubbing his forearm, where if you remember, the fleshy encapsulation that had been working its way up his arm had gotten significantly higher up his forearm in the time that you were inside Zaptron Automat. And as you look back, you see that it is all the way up to his elbow now with a very human looking hand. And he says, I'm one of you. I promise you that I'm this probably peels right off. And he goes to yank at it before wincing and
Yeah, well,
letting
let's
it
settle
that
down.
doesn't come off, man.
Yeah, he has real people hands.
I-
There's a lot going on. And trust me, we just want help. We just need a side to stick to. And everyone wants to kill us, and everyone hates us, and I don't know why. I'm a few days old. I'm just a boy.
Decide what you better pick one, but I don't know how we could ever trust you with us. What reason would we have to trust the lot of you?
You know, that's a really good question, and I turn to look at PB. Look at the psychologist.
At the face.
Well,
Yeah.
first we have to define trust. How
Good
would
starting
you
point.
define trust? And I motion back towards this robot, questioning us if he can trust us.
Great stalling technique.
Thank you.
He looks at
Thank
you
you, thank
and
you.
says, Define. Is this a
Yes,
quiz?
yes. In
Define
order to
trust.
adhere to our values, it's important that we have accurate definitions. So I need you to provide your definition of trust.
I need to know you're not working with the fucking scabs or the humans. Is this
No,
is
just
this
this
really
human.
Yeah, just this one. This
Yeah,
is Donnie.
Donnie's cool.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just bring sauce.
He looks skeptically at you.
And
Ron
and,
Pull out a
and
little
looks
pack
back
of
at
barbecue.
Scabs.
Like, this is it.
Are you trying to bribe him with the sauce packet?
Nope, I'm just showing.
I don't
that
even
this
look
is-
at Donnie. Donnie's behind me, and I'm like, "Put away the sauce, Donnie. Donnie, put away the sauce."
Money is meaningless. it's
Actual
established that
sauce.
you guys are
It's not money.
collapsed the
It's
sauce
product.
economy.
Yes, pure.
He's
Funny you should mention that. Actually, maybe you could help us, and we could help you in return.
I am Helpis.
if you could do something to help us, maybe that would go a ways towards us trusting you.
Mhm.
And then if you were to help us, maybe I would consider giving you a bit of our trust.
You're not going to ask me to blow up, are you?
And
No, that's not in the cards.
no, help us. Nobody wants you to explode.
Okay. Okay.
And keep your testicles in your back.
Yeah, because we'd all die.
Well, how would we? Yes, help us. Yes. Let the grown-ups talk. Help us. Thank you.
Okay.
How could we
Oh,
most
Cliffhanger.
effectively help you?
Yolandi, if you are speaking, it is
Uh-oh.
super delayed.
Oh,
No.
uh-oh, disappears.
Well, and with PB dropping to the floor dead, he opens fire. Hey, you're
oh,
back.
Here
Helpis is
she
now
is.
sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground.
So what I said before technology decided to, be technology. I'll keep it PG.
Was it Marty too?
uh-oh.
Controlling you?
Technology is still teching.
Uh-oh.
I think what PB is trying to say.
What he would so eloquently say. It's
Before
suck
PB
dirt.
had an SpaghettiOs.
What exactly do you want us to do?
Yeah, that's real simple, actually. I want you to go in, and I want you to bring me one of those humans on the line.
It was to kidnap somebody?
I want you to right a wrong. I want you to
He
bring
did the
us-
air quotes. It may not be a human. Maybe one of those things. I've killed one of those.
That's what I'm suspecting, is that they're not
That's it.
human or robot. I think they're a ruse.
We did run into a couple of those. Is
Yeah.
is there a certain one you're looking for?
Oh, any of them. Any will do, as long as they're whatever they are.
They're so right in there.
Do they need to still be functioning? Because we could just go back and grab Mike's body.
There's
and-
there's one that I pasted across the floor.
Uh-huh.
If you,
Oh yeah,
We
he's
can
real
get
good
him.
at killing
Prefer
them.
it still to be operational.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay,
hard.
reasonable.
That's hard.
yeah, we can. I mean, we can do it.
Are
Yeah,
you
if
sure
you
you
could bring
can?
it to me as whole as possible.
I mean, just think. I've killed people. There's nothing I can't do at this point.
so you just need to use your gentle hands, help us.
Right.
Is that the measure by which we?
What's
You-
more
wait,
difficult than
let
taking
me
a
put
life?
a timeline of events here. You're, as you said, a couple days old, and you said
Mm-hmm.
you've killed people. As
He
in
doesn't-
multiple.
Know his own strength.
Yeah. I don't
And
think I have
other-
enough fingers to count the amount of people. I'm going to
And-
be so honest with you.
Help us. And other people don't know his own strength either.
No, that's good. That's good. Oh, welcome back. The robot
Hi.
has gotten off.
Wakes back up.
What I miss?
I think Marty 2 is censoring you.
You missed.
Fuck Marty too.
You missed this robot here asking you to bring him an intact, quote unquote, human from inside Zaptron Automat.
Intact?
Intact.
Does it have to be intact?
Yeah.
He was
Because we've got one not intact.
He expressly said that he would
Yep.
prefer it intact.
Same brain cell. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Do you how is there a way we can know which ones are the ones that we want instead of real humans?
Sounds like you're the
All right.
expert. We didn't know
So-
for sure that there were
Well,
non-synthetic humans before, or
Well,
that there were synthetic humans before this.
We discovered it by deactivating it.
Good to know.
So
I
but then it
think
won't be
it's
intact when we bring it to you.
pretty well established. No, I would love you to bring me an intact
No.
That's the problem.
if you want us to trust you.
Donnie. We just need Donald.
The perfect
Okay.
trap.
We have you. We know you're real.
I am real.
Now that's
just
an
need-
idea. Helpis says
You
from
are
the
real.
corner, sitting crisscross.
Thank you, Helpis.
So
If we can find Donald. Yeah.
So should I hide? Because I don't think I'm gonna have a good time finding myself if I ask people where I am.
This is a good point.
Yeah, but if you saw yourself, and yourself told you to come with yourself, wouldn't yourself do that?
It sounds like myself would try to take myself hostage.
Do you need me
Yeah,
as a part
that's-
of this conversation, or are we pretty clear on what
Okay.
the
Oh
term
no!
is?
I think
where do we
we're-
meet
we're-
you? Where
yeah,
do we
Yeah,
where can
we
we
need-
find
Bring
you?
here.
We need
Okay,
one thing
okay.
from you, my
All right.
friend.
A
One
vote?
thing.
Is it a vote? Is it a vote?
I don't know what he needs.
Maybe
He'll
we
be
can
prepared
ask
to
him.
disregard.
For that after we do this.
Give
All
us
right,
one
guys.
of those slug guns.
Guys, I have a plan. All right. So,
you hold on, because Grayson has made a request now.
Grayson.
We're gonna call this a D10 challenge.
Oh, did not.
A 12. You're beating a 12 to convince him that you need a slug thrower.
All right.
Be good to have
Doable.
in the back pocket, I guess.
I mean,
We have that little remote thingy too that we don't know what it does.
Oh yeah.
that's right.
Social
You guys just use a Helpis a lot,
survive.
so
It's true.
to not be the one to do it.
Good.
Social survive for the greater good.
I mean, I am the union leader. You should respect me.
Nothing but
I
respect.
think we've established you're not
word.
super well respected amongst the robot populace.
All right. I'll use pacify.
Wait, how will... I guess I can see pacify.
Okay, good, because I already rolled and it's a 15.
He looks back at the robot encampment and then looks back at you, and he gives you each kind of like an up and down look and says, I'll give you a slug thrower. But I'm
Hell
going to
yeah.
choose which one of you gets to keep it. And I want your word that it'll stay with
wait.
them.
But
Chronocarl,
Okay.
can you
Do I
use
have
a
your
slug
word?
thrower with your paws?
I have a
Do
tail.
I have your word?
As
Yes.
long as it's not me,
Yes.
I got
He-
these and
He
flexes.
leans back and makes a come hither motion with his
It's
hand.
me, isn't it?
And one of the robots from the encampment encircling the Zaptron walks forward, and he says a few words to him quietly, like, "Hey man, give me your piece." And he hands it
He
over.
just like, give me your penis.
Yes, that's what he said. You heard him perfectly. He hands over the slug thrower, and the robot, whose name you still don't know, walks forward and looks to you, PB, and then over to Donnie,
Uh-oh.
and then to
Wait, wait,
Chronicar,
wait, wait, wait.
and then to Helpis, and hands the gun to Murdy.
I knew it.
Yeah. This is the craziest plot twist.
Murdy
I was actually
fumbles-
going to
Gave it to
demand
the
he told us
child.
his name at first.
Murdy fumbles the
It's better if
gun
we
a little
don't
bit.
know his name. We can't get attached, and he can't die usually if we don't know the name.
That's the rule. Have you figured out
It's
the
safer
logic
this
of
way.
how I treat GMCs in this game? Murdy fumbles the gun a little bit, but manages to get his spindly little hands around it, and then holds it up to you, Helpis, barrel pointed forward, and kind of excitedly bounces it up and down.
Hell
as if
yes,
to show
brother.
you-
Do you feel
What is?
strong?
and then moves over to Donnie and says, "Mother? Is a mother? Pipe? Mother?" Gesturing towards the barrel of the gun.
And we need to be
Oh,
very
oh.
gentle with Mother. We need to be very nice to Mother.
Mother.
So
He clutches it
Hold
to
her
his robot
carefully.
chassis and nuzzles it.
Oh.
yep, just
The
like
gun
that,
is his
buddy.
Mom.
That's exactly what we do.
Let me know when you get one of those humans, if you will.
Thank you.
We'll be here.
Okay.
And he, satisfied that he's doing no further damage to anyone around, at least not that he cares about, he goes back to the encampment and sits down behind a pile of cover, circling again the front entrance of the Zaptron automat.
Okay,
You
we're
guys are
gonna.
left alone now at the center of this firing line, and you
We'll
have
just
free reign
We'll
of where to
just
go.
love you. I'm so bad at goodbyes.
One of the robots from the edge of the encampment awkwardly calls back, "Love you too."
Oh, now I feel weirder
Hey,
about
vote for
this.
me.
Boo.
So what is our plan?
Okay,
guess
so here's
Sue
what I'm
speaks
thinking.
up. We were going to get a voice terminal. You said you knew where one was.
They may have one.
They might. But
Do you want to help us kidnap a quote-unquote human?
Me?
No,
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm stuck
Yeah,
with you
you.
now. I thought I very clearly told you that I was going wherever you went.
Okay.
And
All
he
right.
motions again to his now nearly human arm.
Oh, yeah.
Says,
Okay.
you recall what's happening here to me.
Don't
Oh,
don't
yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
This is an urgent matter for me personally, right?
If we
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
find a human, we just wait long enough and then we give them you.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
I don't know that it works in the inverse.
Yes, I could be something wholly new.
Like
Oh.
a turtle.
This.
like a turtle.
Please.
Well,
You have a shell?
I think
Okay,
my
so
shift
here's-
starts
here's what
soon,
I'm
so-
thinking. They told us
Yeah.
Phoebe's looking at her notes.
yeah.
They told us. Let me read it here.
There's something is wrong with the feed because I started talking like 5 minutes ago and then I stopped because you all kept talking. So there's a delay or something.
Oh,
We need to get you a better wireless card, I think. You are on a delay.
So what were you saying 5 minutes ago?
Oh gosh. It's the delay really.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, well,
Well,
you know the funny thing is if we just got her out of her office, it would be better. But so yeah, what you do know, things that you learned last time. There is a Donald Fink. Donald Fink has a set schedule. Mike, before you pasted him, as you so cleverly put it, did inform you that it would be a couple hours until Donald was scheduled to come into work. Yolandi, you were going to say something before you disconnected. Are you up to speed with us now?
That. I was going to say that.
So we could just wait and jump him while he's coming into work.
Yeah.
I can't put my 2 cents in here because it would not.
I could tie him up with my elastic spine.
I want you to examine the
just rub up
situation as you know it
on his
stands.
leg.
Where would he be coming into work?
The front door.
The front door with the robot firing line.
No, probably not. So we just have to find where he's gonna come into work.
Okay.
Do we know where that is? There's a
Do
new
you?
entrance.
Why you're
No, that's
asking
what
me
I'm
like-
asking is, do we know where that is?
No.
I
You,
don't-
if you remember correctly,
Nothing's
you,
updated in the archive.
you used the archive to find an old service entrance into it, but because there was no information on Zaptron Automat itself. Now, I will allow you to use whatever creative means you choose to figure out how, to determine where they may be coming into work. I'm open to entertain pretty much any thought that you guys have.
All right, Dottie, think like a dot.
I have a thought.
Yes, PB.
Could we read Mike's memory chip?
Seems like something
I mean,
Chronocarl should be able to do as the archivist. Is take in that information.
that's an interesting question.
We might be able to use Mike's chit to get into wherever we need to go to.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Provided he had chit himself while he was there. We'll know
Hopefully he
about it.
did.
You do recall that there are identity chits, and there was a lot of talk about identity chits during last session.
So we
Alright.
go frisk the
We-
body
we
of
go-
Mike.
Yeah, let's go spatula him off the floor. See what we can get.
All right. So you all are heading back into the Zaptron Automat then?
I suppose so.
Okay.
Actually, maybe that wasn't a good idea. The police are going to be there.
Yeah, I was going to say there's.
Oh, we're cool with them.
So cool.
You do
If
know
we-
that there's quite a bit of strange things afoot. Maybe the security offices aren't operating. Maybe they're on somebody else's side. Do you remember who Janice is?
The leader of that resistance?
Do you remember where you've met Janice before?
Trying to find Marty.
No.
No.
Trying to find Seuss.
That.
No.
No?
No.
But that is where we found Seuss.
No.
No?
How do we
That
not
was
remember?
that was Melissa. Or Melanie, something.
Ah, yeah.
It was like we met someone.
Melanie, I think it was. Janice was the receptionist at the security office that gave you the drugs
Oh, and the hat.
and the hat.
Well, no wonder I don't remember then. I mean, I was on
You were knocked out. That's fair. I do believe you, as a player, though, were conscious during that exchange.
But
No,
I
he
had
doesn't
a broken
know, so I
spine,
don't
much
know.
like my character.
Fair. Grayson's spine was snapped. Your elastic spine was snapped. All right.
So we
So-
could go talk to Janice.
There's Janice, who is the leader of the resistance, who was referred multiple times by these robots here as being that point of contact. I'm a little surprised nobody remembered her, but not super surprised. There's also the voice terminal that Seuss has been prodding you to go find, or you can go search out this synthetic human, or hope that you run into one in the process of doing one of these other tasks.
If we go to find the voice terminal, you know Marty 2, that son of a bitch is gonna have some of those humans working for him. I bet we could just grab one.
I like the idea of going to talk to Janice, the human.
You would say that.
I just feel a little lonely right now.
If you recall also...
Is Janice human?
Seuss informed you all that it was Ranit that he believed to be the one with the synthetic humans, like to be the one putting synthetic humans places. And his motivations aren't entirely clear from to you, but you also know that there's a pill shortage on board the ship, as well as a battery shortage, neither of which is fully explained. You have more questions out there right now than you have answers.
We sure do.
So you have a lot. I've given you a wealth of things to go investigate.
Let's get Donnie a buddy.
We don't know.
Another shopping episode?
Another shopping episode?
Can you use my plot point to make
Let's go back to the
a
juice
boot
bar.
Let's revive Mike so we can buy one of these.
Maybe I can charge Mike with the beanbag.
All right. I need you to pick a path.
Yes.
I feel like I've given you so many.
So
Yeah.
Let's go try to find the voice terminal in Marty's office.
Seuss
Is that where it was?
In
That
trouble
was
if
the
we don't
last
get him
place
what
that
he
you
needs.
saw another voice terminal, was in Marty's old office. And you saw it when
Yeah.
you'd gone back into the Zaptron automat, leaving the scene of the crime the second time, and ended up taking that catwalk back into the Zaptron, which led through Marty's office off the main show floor. What is now the main show floor, I should say.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Okay. How do you propose getting there?
So we still got to go through this door that police might be waiting for
Potentially.
us at.
You know that there is one other way to get in there, and that would be to go to somehow get yourself back up to a level that has access to that gangplank, of which the only two that you're aware of are the Patricians area, where you went to the fancy Clankton Cafe, and there was the betting parlor, and you caused a momentary commotion there, I would say, when the economy collapsed.
That little thing.
And that was the first time that Helpis folded somebody into heaven.
Yes.
And
Was
also
proud of
from
him.
Marty's personal quarters, you could get there.
I think we should go back to Marty's quarters and we could hang out a little bit, you know. Doesn't everybody just want to chill right now?
I mean, yes.
Yeah. Can we all be friends?
I love that the autofocus is just completely given up on my camera. There we go.
There it is.
Okay, we've got like 10 minutes of you guys not making any decision right now, so please.
There's so
anything.
many. We could.
I thought we were going to
Okay,
the
let's go
office.
through Marty's.
Is that the plan? The Marty's?
Yeah, how you getting there?
Yes, how are we going to get there is the question. So we can go through this main door here and cause a whole bunch of commotion because there's probably police since we've folded Mike into heaven. We can go through Marty's quarters, or there was the access gangplank, right?
There was
Is
the,
that all of them?
the catwalk
The way
above
I
the
see
factory
it-
floor.
The catwalk. That was
If we
was
go-
the third one.
And there's police. If they capture us, then we talk to Janice. If they don't capture us, then we get Mike. And we go to Marty's office.
I will remind you that the PSX units you've learned previously are under the control of Captain Rannick.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold on now. If we go through and there's police there, Donnie can pretend to be Donald and say she found us. He found us and is turning us in, and they will let Donald go. And Donald can keep on trucking through Marty's quarters to see what she can see. And we can talk to Janice.
We can try that.
Separates us, not ideal. But
I don't have any identification as
Yeah.
Donald, so if they ask
if
me
they're
for
there, and if they're not there,
Uh-huh.
we just go.
you forgot it.
That's true. Okay, we can try that.
Big deal.
But the PSX units won't listen to anything.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, you could tell them I'm only human, so okay.
and
Human.
Yeah, and shrug.
Yeah, we
It's
can be
cool.
forgetful.
Shrug.
Okay, let's go see if there's police then.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
Murdy, you gotta hang on to that real tight, okay?
Hang on to mother. Keep
Hang
in
on
mind
to
that's
both.
my mother too.
Keep her safe.
He is still actively nuzzling the gun. Have any of you told him what it does?
No.
Oh, by the way, that can end a
Oh,
life.
Jesus.
Oh,
That
You-
folds people into heaven.
It
The
gives
heaven
life. It ends the life.
Murdy holds it out at arm's length and looks at it, and then clutches it back to his chest, and again nuzzles it with his face.
Mother
And
is strong.
He looks up at you, Helpis, and having finished his nuzzling, simply gives you a firm nod.
Oh, very serious.
Good boy.
I like
All right.
that, Murdy. You are taking this the right way.
So you're heading towards the front door for Zaptron Automatic.
yes.
With Johnny in the lead.
The robots that you just left raise a bit of an astonished sound as you turn and head back into the Zaptron Automat. But then the robot whose name you never asked stands and says, No, I've asked them to go in to get me one of the humans, and calms them down. You arrive at those same double doors that you exited, and you push through them. On the inside, you see, as it's only been about 10 minutes, still the same scene of violence that you saw prior. Now, though Mike is synthetic, he did have a very human appearance, and his very human-looking parts are smashed into pieces across the floor, and his former head is shattered and smoking near his now human-appearing carcass. There is a few
Do good work.
smaller robots from the back line that have gathered and appear to be looking at this thing contemplatively. One of them looks up as you enter and says, What happened? What is this?
There's
I
been a
don't know,
murder on
man.
the Zaptron Express.
We're trying to figure out what happened.
No.
Let me. We gotta read his card to find out his last memory.
What is this?
I'm an archivist. Don't worry. I'm gonna archive.
What is this? What is this? And this robot, one that is obviously designed specifically to pack and pick parts from the line as they're assembled, waves his long arms back and forth, motioning towards the smear of Mike left on the showroom floor. What is this?
Well, I can tell you what it was, and the answer to that is Mike.
That's Mike juice.
Mike is some
Yes.
kind of human robot hybrid.
Yeah, you guys
Thing.
know Donald.
Hi, I'm
Yes.
Donald.
Just like Donald.
One of the robots leans over and expels some motor oil from its mouth port onto the floor. The other robot turns
Gnarly,
and-
dude.
the other robot turns and moves silently to the back of the showroom floor, exiting through the door into the factory line area. The pick and pack robot that you had seen and had questioned you stands there, just little robot mouth agape, staring at the smear of Mike on the floor. Murdy approaches, and holds out the gun to this robot, as if offering some comfort.
No.
Hey, buddy,
You can keep
remember,
it.
you gotta
That's
take
just
care of
for
Mother,
you.
okay?
Those
That's-
are the rules.
that one's
it's
yours.
just yours.
So tell me what you guys are doing.
Listen, we're gonna take care of this. You may not know me, but that's okay. For once, I'm going to not tell you my name, and that's Donald.
Hello.
And we're gonna take care of this. We're gonna get Mike cleaned up from here, here, and here. Don't worry.
Give me a roll. This is going to be a D. He's in shock. We'll call this a D6 challenge. It's a 4.
All right.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a 1 on the die, so it's only a 3. With an opportunity, you can spend a plot point to automatically succeed if you so choose.
Nah, I can roll it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Social.
Okay.
Never
All
seen anyone
socials?
roll 5 ones before.
I guess this could fall under need a hand because I'm just trying to comfort.
Sure,
in a
I'll
way.
buy it, yeah.
And you can step down die for a plot point, right?
You can. Yes, you can step down one of your distinctions and gain a plot point. It's called hindering your distinction.
It's a good thing to do when Josh rolls very badly.
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
Well, I already rolled as 12.
Oh.
That's a
yeah,
heroic
8, 4, and a
success.
10.
What do you want this robot to do? How do you want him to react?
I want him to cry. let it out. So
Little
Elvis
robot
is gonna
tears?
just hug him and they're just gonna let it out.
Oh.
In a robot that is specifically designed for this type of activity, it's unusual for it to have an emotional, like a strong emotional chip response to any type of activity. But this one, indeed, something seems to have broken through. As it leans forward and cradles its robot head in its disproportionately long robot arms and begins to softly shake back and forth with a clanking sound like an unbalanced
Hey, let it out. It's okay.
an unbalanced laundry machine.
Excellent.
We're gonna have
right.
to clean this up now, so you be on your way, and
Oh,
we'll get this taken care of. You,
okay.
You know what? You take the rest of the day off. You do your thing.
Okay. Out through the front door.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. He takes a few steps to the front door and he looks back at you, says, I'm scared.
We all are, buddy. We all are.
Okay.
It'll be okay. Just vote for me.
Vote for Chronicar.
He pushes open the door and walks out the front.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
It's
left
fun.
alone in the showroom floor with a pool of rapidly expanding motor oil and the remains of Mike the human.
Okay, we gotta start looking through the shit for this chip.
Yep. Let's
Give me
find.
his,
Look through the
his
chip for the
SD
chip.
card.
Sure. You're searching for an identity chip or what? His CPU pieces? or-
Yeah, probably
I want his memory.
the chit itself, because I'd imagine his
You want
head's a
memory.
little
Okay,
too
so you're searching for two
exploded.
different things.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the memory is going to be a D10, and the identity chip will be a D6.
Okay.
So, oh my lord, that's 2 1s on the D6. You find the identity chip because it's still
Whoa.
pinned to his front foot.
All right.
However,
It's just sitting right there on the floor.
to find an intact portion of his memory, like his CPU, you're going to need to beat a 12, Grayson.
Okay. I'll use mental
Okay.
and focus
Okay.
and critical examination
Sure.
and archivist. Chronicar is familiar with dealing with these things. And
I don't know if I'm
Invest-
going to allow archivists to find something in the like a smear of robot remains.
all right. Then investigation.
Sure. Yeah.
18.
Okay. That is also a heroic success.
Huzzah.
You find this piece. In fact, you find his entire CPU intact.
Oh, jackpot.
though the head chassis has exploded, his whole CPU is laying in a pile of synth remains, intact.
Excellent.
All right, Chronocarl plugs his tail into it.
Let me just upload this to my archive.
Is that how that works?
Nah, I'm just fucking
how
with
it
you
works
guys.
now.
We've never seen you. Okay, I don't know.
People, right?
Yeah,
would
I
I
hadn't established one way or another if that's how it works, so. All right.
How to shock everyone.
I'm not
How many
I'm gonna
plot
say that you
points to
can't
make
just
it work
plug a
like that?
CPU into your tail, but I will say that there is, you have the tools on you to set that up, if that's what you want to do.
Yes, but
Okay.
Chronocarl will work as none of them have ever seen him competently
Oh my god, I didn't know he could do that. Wow.
and upload the memories into the archive.
Okay, you're putting them into the public archive or into...
No, into his personal,
Okay.
his
So you get
OneDrive.
a number... Okay. That's very secure. You get a number of terabytes of data that are loaded in, and that seems like a relatively small number to you, as you would normally expect the accumulated experiences of a robot to be in the petabyte territory. However, these seem to only stretch back about 10 days.
Oh, he's a baby.
Is there
Well,
solitaire
then
on
you
there?
help us.
There's solitaire on me. I have solitaire. You see the cards in my eyes. I'm just playing down. That's what I do when I'm bored.
Every time you're not...
I gotta
actively
teach you
shooting
poker,
solitaires.
boy.
Yeah, it's just solitaire.
All right. There's a number of things in here. What is there anything specifically that you're looking for? Otherwise, you have literally 10 days worth of experiences to go through.
I would think some kind of origin point. Like, is there
Like where he
any
was?
kind of documentation? Yeah, of like where he was created.
Yes.
So, like the first memory, like a location
Yes.
where that might be.
You go and scroll back to the very beginning of where his memories start, expecting to find what you would find in your very own, which would be the point of your creation and your first system check. However, for Mike, what you find instead is a blurry, out of focus feed from his front-facing cameras, as they slowly come into focus on what appears to be a corpse of a very human-looking Mike in pieces on a floor. And there's a
Chronocarl is
voice
projecting this on the wall through his
There's a
eyes,
voice
by the way.
from behind him that says, "All right, Mike, the first thing that I am going to need you to do now that you've been cleaned is to dispose of the evidence."
Do we
And
recognize that voice?
What follows is a number of... we'll get to that in a second. What follows is Mike gathering and slowly feeding these pieces of Mike into a French dressing vat.
No.
Yeah, only pervs like French dressing. I knew it.
The sauce is
Pull out
Mike.
a packet of French dressing and just throw her. I don't want that anymore.
Yeah,
You
that's
want to
Mike.
know if you recognize the voice? The
Yes.
sensors are fuzzy, as would happen in any time that there was a full reset on a robot. It takes a few minutes for everything to regain function as diagnostics are run. So the
Oh,
voice
damn,
is a
his
little,
baby ears.
the voice is a little garbled. This is going to be a D12 challenge to determine whether you can make it out or not.
Okay.
Give me something good. Fuck me. That's only 9.
I think I'm going to use
man.
basically the same dice pool: mental,
Okay.
focus, critical examination, and investigation.
Okay.
And
Let's hear it.
would you consider archivist part of this? He has to restore old footage and stuff. That's what an
Fine,
archivist
yeah,
does.
No, that works. Yeah. Yeah. But that means no investigation.
Oh, I'll take investigation then.
Oh, okay. Well, are they in the
That's
same
higher.
section? Are they both
No.
skills? Okay. It's, the only rule is one die from every section at most.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll use both.
Okay. Roll bad, please. For this
No
really
can
early
do.
stuff.
That's a 20.
Fuck.
And I
me.
had 4 10s in that roll.
God,
Wow.
that's pretty solid.
So
That's
a
epic.
heroic success twice over. You got,
Carl
you
Carl
beat
is
it
having
by
a good
11.
day today.
A good dice day for sure.
You do recognize this voice. It's a voice that shouldn't. That does. You remember very clearly, because it's the voice that was speaking to you when, just before all of this mess started. It's Marty One's voice.
Oh.
Criss-cross.
What the sauce?
What the sauce indeed. Helpis takes the French dressing and puts it in his pocket. I want to hold on to Mike.
To remember Mike by.
Yeah. Okay, so theoretically speaking, could we scan through here and search for some kind of way they're transacting purchases? Like of robots?
Potentially.
Oh, yeah, because he was the one
He was the one auctioning.
doing it.
You want to see what, like, how purchases were done?
Yeah, see if I can just find the
So-
memory of a purchase being gone through.
You notice that purchases really only start picking up about 2 days ago, right after the collapse of the economy. The strange thing is that they start almost immediately after the collapse of the economy. If you recall, it was that same day that the human scabs showed up at the Zaptron automat. It was almost immediately after you had folded somebody into heaven, as now has become so ubiquitous in the stream. What you get, though, on those records is mostly just numerical. There's no indication on exactly what is being transacted, if that makes sense.
Just numbers?
For the most part, it's just numbers. Like things are being pushed around with no real unit of measure attached.
Helpis, can you count beyond your fingers yet?
Oh, I wish.
This is a lot of fingers.
This is too many fingers.
Too many.
There's as far as you can tell, it seems to be repeat buyers, typically folks that you would recognize as magnates in both the human and robotic world, skewed heavily towards humans, though, but that would also be just indicative of the overall makeup of who has power aboard the ship. If you recall, the only two robots that exercised any amount of actual power were the two market analysis robots, Marty 1 and Marty 2. The one thing that you don't see on this ledger is any mention of either one of those names, however.
Because Marty 1 would have already been dead, for one thing.
I'm fighting a sneeze.
Oh no.
But is he
Oh.
dead? That's the
Yeah.
real question.
It's true. Could have just been fake. Do we see any? What about because we still got to find people, a person, information, memories of coming and going, how they're getting in, where they might
Also,
be.
information on
when
Mike's
they
schedule,
met Donald.
You have
When they
the
met Donald.
you do find given enough time now. How much time are you spending to scrub through these memories now? Because we've learned a lot of information since we've been here. I'm going to say it's been probably about 20 minutes You
Yeah.
guys.
I see. In my mind, we're just kind of scrubbing until we see what looks like the person.
Like when you're looking at
Donnie.
icons
we're
and
talking
pictures, and you're like, that one.
24-hour
Yeah.
cycles on board the ship.
Okay.
And so scrubbing through 24 hours at a time, you're either going so fast as you're going to miss important things, or like if you don't know specifically what you're looking for. What you do
And there's a
notice
whole
is that
bunch of-
whatever this Mike was, he did not sleep.
Oh, good. Busy boy.
There's a
Hell
lot of
of a
extra time
salesman.
spent on Chronicarl just going, it hats.
Chronicle, stop.
Okay. I
I just need to know
I
how
do
long
think-
you're spending doing this, because that'll determine how much more information you learn.
The other thing I was thinking about is if we wanted to see if he knew a fast way for us to get to a voice terminal. If we could find.
Oh, if he interacts with one, well, we'd probably
Yeah.
need 10, 20 more minutes. That's
I would say
wow. That's a lot of time.
conservatively you would need that, but likely
Yeah.
more.
Best case scenario. So if we give it about that much, everybody
Okay.
cool with it?
All right.
You're looking for
Look
any
for
interaction
Donald
with
and look for the voice
Yeah.
terminal.
Yeah, interaction with a voice terminal, or if we see
and you want to spend
Donnie pop up.
20 more minutes doing that?
I suppose so.
Okay, it's
And we
only going
say,
to take
Marty, point mother at the door.
it's only going to take Chronicarl that amount of time to scrub through, unless there's more of you doing that.
Oh, can
I mean,
can multiple of us be
we can
doing this
help.
at the same time?
I mean, you're all watching the same footage
Mhm.
in that scenario. You're just
Okay.
projecting this on the wall in the middle of the showroom floor.
Yeah.
After an automat.
It's the movie.
Thank
Okay.
you. So you gave me
Yeah.
that. His eyes are projectors. Yes.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I'm holding him up so we have a really good angle.
Great. Okay, you can spend 20 minutes going through this. Let me do another roll. It's going to be a D12 just because it is so much footage. That's a 14. I need you to decide on one person to roll.
I mean,
Well,
I have
I mean, Grayson's had
been
some
on a
pretty good
streak.
luck.
Yeah.
Don't you curse him.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Can I basically build the same dice
Yeah,
pool?
no, that's fine. Roll the same pool. That's fine.
Okay. So mental focus, critical examination, archivist, and investigation.
Okay.
I
All
rolled
right,
a nat
16.
one the other day.
Yes.
No.
Still haven't emotionally recovered.
So you scrub through this and you spend the full 20 minutes doing it. You say definitively that there's nothing in at least the past couple days where Mike has interacted with the voice terminal. And you know that for sure. You've gone through enough and with enough precision that you know that Mike has not, in fact, interacted with the voice terminal. At least in the amount of time that you've allotted for 20 minutes, I'm going to say generously that you get through the past couple days in that time.
Okay. What about Donald?
You do see Mike interacting with Donald on at least a couple of occasions at shift change. So this would be when Mike comes in at the beginning of his 12-hour shift and then leaves at the end of his 12-hour shift.
Does Donald look like me?
Exactly. Identical.
Yeah.
Well, because the other Mike was
snazzy-
dead and I'm not dead. So.
Snazzier haircut.
Good point.
Okay,
good
fine.
point.
Can we glean at all from those interactions what Donald might actually do here? Is Donald sitting at a desk when they pass, or are they passing in the hallway?
It's only
Or-
as Mike gets ready to clock out and leave and Donald comes in and clocks in. So your
Okay.
Wait a
So it's just in
communications
passing.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Donnie, we never got you a new jacket.
No, we never did.
We need to drop all this business.
Shopping episode.
Thank you so much for reminding me, Carl. I was just feeling a little cold in this overheated space.
All right.
Okay.
So you know that
So we.
Donald does work here. You know that they had mentioned previously that it was a couple more hours until that shift. You spent about 45 minutes now in this space after spending about 10 minutes outside.
So it's been an hour.
You get the impression that you may be getting close to shift change. And you also know that this was an active floor with people present when things started to go wrong last time. Now, the fact that no police have shown up thus far is either incredibly fortuitous or perhaps indicative of something else going on.
We got free reign, baby.
Well, I mean, Helpis is like wiretapped, right? So
What are you guys... Well,
Do we want to
by
go to the
Marty 2,
Yeah.
to the best
Yeah.
of your knowledge.
so Marty 2 knows what we're doing at all times.
Do we want to go to the voice terminal, or do we want to try to
I have a
abduct
question.
Donald?
Yeah.
Does it Marty 2 physically looked different than Marty 1?
He had a little spot.
Oh, yeah. Considerably. Marty 1, if you recall, was basketball shaped with spindly arms and goggle shaped eyes. Whereas Marty 2 was in an ostentatious chrome humanoid chassis, but had a similar voice. You could tell that they were cut from the same cloth, except, and Marty 2 mentioned this repeatedly upon your meeting, that he had been upgraded.
Yeah.
Whereas Marty 1 had
Okay.
very visibly chosen never to upgrade his base terminal. His base chassis, I should say.
But they sounded very similar.
Similar. You could tell that Marty 2 was affecting a bit more of a refined, highfalutin accent than
You're
Marty 1's
asking
more
about.
homey accent.
You're
Now,
asking
did
about
Marty-
determining. Go ahead.
Did Marty 2 have a section in his stomach, much like Krang, where a basketball would have fit?
Not that you saw, but I do appreciate that.
Sorry, Ray. Go ahead.
I swear. Yolanda, you're asking for like identifying Marty versus Marty 2's voice. I'm assuming in the recording that we watched. Yeah. So we do know for sure that it was Marty 1.
How hard would it be for a robot to move its, like, between chassis?
How hard would it be for a robot to move between chassis?
Yeah.
You don't know any robot that could really pull off something like that, but robots do upgrade chassis.
But, like-
it is expressly illegal to possess more than one chassis at a time. You're supposed to drop former chassis just because you don't like there are some ethical concerns with duplicating personhood for obvious reasons, given that robots
Yeah.
were given suffrage and all that and possess the ability to do things like vote. So you would say that while not impossible for something like that to happen, it would be super unlikely.
Only the
So,
richest
for sake of
robot could do
argument,
it?
for
I guess, yeah, I suppose the Marty
But
1 and
so-
Marty 2 could pull it off. If that's what you're thinking.
yeah, so for funsies,
Uh-huh.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It
So
must
for
be
funsies,
delayed.
let's say that Marty 2 decided Marty 1 needed to go, but Marty 1 happened to be prepared for rifted and saw Marty's body. It was just his body, but Marty had jumped into Marty 2 and knew enough to impersonate him, which is why we heard Marty 1 on the recording of Mike's. That's convoluted, I know, and it's complicated, but I don't put in.
Ah.
It doesn't help that you
think past
cut
Josh.
out completely halfway through that. But are you
Yeah.
asking if Marty 2 is Marty 1 and Marty 1 possessed Marty 2's body and then killed his old chassis as part of this?
Yes.
Is that what I'm... Yeah, you cracked the case, totally. That's exactly what happened.
Boom.
Done here.
Is that what you're
Wow.
expecting me to say?
And you win.
You win.
You
I
get
guess
a
we did.
real
We
life
This is
answered.
a lot of red
Woo!
string.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Bye.
Rude.
That's what's in the rift.
Oh,
That one might have been intentional.
Yolandi took me seriously. She
right. I won. He said the words.
All right.
So do we want to just wait and grab a person or a person?
You guys can hang out here until shift change if that's what you want to do.
That seems really risky
Yeah.
for all of us to do, for one thing. Yeah. Especially with Birdie with a gigantic gun.
He's fine.
Is
I think,
is the
what if
Suntour like
you
a,
and Helpis could act like one of the models and stay completely still, and you could try to switch spots with Donnie,
You could.
and the
yeah.
rest of us could go...
I'm a floor model.
You hear a whistle sound in the distance. A whistle that all of you would recognize as the shift change whistle.
Yep.
at
Oh yes, the
Zatron
pterodactyl getting
Armor.
its tail pulled.
Yep. And
Donnie, you may want to stand behind me so that he
there's a
doesn't immediately
moment
see
of
you and sprint
commotion
away.
as the doors to the back floor open and a number of robots pile out. And instead of heading towards the front door, they all head towards what you all know to be Marty 1's previous office.
Okay.
And they appear one by one to be entering into this space.
Wait.
Now, you know that the only way out from there would be the catwalk overhead. The one that you would use to get to Marty 1's original apartment. And it's at that time, as they start filtering through that door, that the first humans begin pouring on to the showroom floor. And notice the remains of Mike spilled out in front of you. We are going to take a 10-minute
Oops.
break here. I will see you all back at 5 past half. All right.
And take a 10-minute break so you can think about what you've done.
Yep. Go sit in the corner. Think about the consequences of your actions. We will be back shortly.
Rise, all victims of oppression. Take up the mantle of the brave. Don't cling so hard to old tradition. For there's no master with no slaves. Struggle carries on. Seek out the hammer and the sickle. Strike down those who do us wrong.
Hammer and sickle.
Inside you. This is the time and here's the place. Beneath the hammer and the sickle, our voices ring throughout us.
All right, welcome back. Where we left things off, the shift whistle had sounded, and the robots had been on the assembly line in back, piled out through the showroom floor, and headed into what used to be Marty One's office as the human counterparts and additional robots going in for shift started pouring out of that same door.
I'm just gonna turn towards Helpis and in my biggest boy voice go, come on, clean this up. People are coming in.
Yes, sir. Helpis just starts like just scooping things up. Not really sure how to clean this. Just like not really making more of a mess, but trying to get it all in a pile at least.
There is a pause as these synths pile into the showroom floor, and a few spare brief moments to take a look at the mess that is there, none of them quite understanding what happened or what to do about it, before all of them deciding that it's worse to be late to work than it is to worry too much about what happened in this particular instance.
They take their goddamn time card
seriously. Group
seriously.
heading towards the clocks and walks over to you, a tall, blonde, important-looking synth wearing a tie. And it approaches you, Donnie, and says, Donald, what seems to have happened here? And why aren't you in uniform?
I was here early, but then there was an accident, and so I just haven't had a chance to get my uniform on before starting my shift. So I can just pop out and grab that real quick, and then I'll be right back.
What kind of accident? Who are all of these robots? And he looks from each of you, from PB to Helpis to Chronicarl to Seuss desperately trying to shove his arms underneath his chassis to Murdy still cradling a rather large slug thrower and looking up at this human in front of him expectantly. Murdy stops and looks over at you, Donnie, and then says, everything okay?
I think we're gonna be okay, buddy. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
You keep holding on, okay?
Okay. And he cradles the gun again close to his body. Donald, explain what happened.
Well, there was Mike was showing off the helper units, and something went wrong, and it looks like he has been deactivated, and so we're trying to take care of that before it gets in anybody's way, so that everybody can just keep doing their job.
Why are you being so flighty about just telling me the specifics of the accident? I need to log this.
It is not.
Go
It is
ahead,
not my
Helpis.
place to butt in here. I will say that I frightened Donald, and so Donald is a little shaky. Donald did not know that I was the new active floor model, so it frightened Donald
Yes.
into such a state.
The blonde man stops, his eyes never leaving you, Donnie, as Helpis is speaking to him. Oh no, the background music is still loud. Oh no. This is what happens when I don't. I am so sorry about that. Thank you for calling that out, Cherry.
We're going to write you a
Fine job.
checklist.
Yeah, no, the advanced scene switcher broke on me, so now I'm doing it all manually. You're gonna have to forgive me. The blonde man stares at all of you pointedly. Sorry, stares at you, Donnie, pointedly as Helpis speaks over you and says, have we lost control of this situation, Donald?
Nope. We are good to go. Thank you.
Welcome in, Wolf of Red Roses. All right. Well, I have to say, I am disappointed. I need a full log on my desk. At your earliest convenience, Donald, I expect you to leave these robots to clean this mess and then start the requisition order in order to get us a new mic as soon as possible.
I will get out right on that. Thank you.
He turns his chin up, looks one last time at you, Helpis, and says, "You're an odd duck for a robot." What's
I've heard
your
that.
deal?
So, if you look at my model number, AN4L53X, originally the Helpis was not intended for what it is on the floor for now. So I'm like a prototype. Yeah, they worked out the kinks after me.
He's a pioneer.
I'm essentially good enough to be a floor model, so I like that I have a job.
You see this blonde human's eyes go white for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you've seen a number of robots do as they connect to Clanked In. And having your model...
Fold him into heaven.
He begins searching
No, don't kill him.
through-
Grab him.
through,
Don't let him come back.
Through something. You're not quite sure. But when his eyes come back to focus...
Ah,
he
damn it.
takes
That was our chance.
A large step back. And then looks at you again and says, "There's no prototypes listed for this unit."
I'm the first one.
Pioneer, like I
The
said.
pioneer, baby.
He looks back to you, Donnie, and says, "Cinnamon swirl."
That's right.
Yes.
Bundt
Cinnamon
cake.
swirl.
Bundt cake.
Chocolate croissant.
Looking more panicked by the second, he holds up his wrist and starts rubbing an area before a panel pops open. And
Oh,
he presses
Zeus.
a button and says, "Cinnamon swirl."
I'm
Bundt
just gonna
cake.
start rubbing my arm also.
He
and say,
slams the
"Cinnamon
panel
swirl."
shut and then runs to the far office. I'm going to roll a dice here.
Somebody get him.
That man's stealing.
He took my baby.
This is over. Oh, well, I was only supposed to roll one, but we got two. Murdy looks to you, Donnie, and says, "Trouble?"
Do we still have the guy in range?
He's running towards the what you know to be Marty's
No
office.
way.
Oh man. I mean, how good is your aim, Murdy? You think you could pin his leg to the ground?
Murdy says, "Let's find out," and levels the slug thrower. If this is over a 6,
Yeah, Murdy.
that is a 6.
So what does that mean? We win? Because it's
Murdy pulls the trigger on this slug thrower, and the crack that sounds in the showroom floor is deafening. It reverberates off of the metal walls, and every robot currently in transition to his station freezes. And unlike a human crowd, they don't react violently, but all of them stop and turn towards you. There's no shock. There is no sudden motions for running for the exit, but all of them stare at the source of the sound.
okay.
And as you look over at the blonde-haired man, he stumbles and falls to the ground before pushing a leg up underneath him and standing back up. And Murdy says, "Aim could be better."
You did your best, Murdy. Hey, Blondie, could you help me with something real quick?
He's gone.
Oh,
he's,
dang.
He's now disappeared.
I was hoping
into the
he
office.
stumbled. Okay, fine.
You now have an audience of the entire shift change staring at you as another figure wanders into the showroom floor looking a little bit disheveled and straightening a tie. Donnie, you see your spitting image now on the opposite side of the showroom floor. As you stand over the smeared remains of Mike and the smoking barrel of the slug thrower.
Excellent. Okay.
As you're staring there, you hear something rattle on the front doors that no one's used thus far. And you hear the voice of the robot from the outside saying, "What's going on in there?"
Nothing?
The ones we were just talking to that we came in from?
The one whose name we never
Open the
asked.
door.
You want to try and go open the door?
I kind of want to let him in. Wait, guys, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Bring on the chaos.
Yeah,
You
this
go to
is
that
war.
door. It's obviously locked a few times from the interior. It's going to take you a couple seconds, but you guys, with everybody frozen and just staring at you, probably could very easily just throw the bar off and undo the few deadbolts holding these two doors boarded together.
I can actually use my magic fingers this time.
If you so choose.
Get him.
Sure.
Okay.
Carl dashes to the door.
With a little bit of fiddling, the locks come undone. Who's over there actually removing the bar that holds the two doors together?
I'll open
Probably.
the bar.
Yeah.
Or what?
Donnie, you're strong now.
I'm so strong.
You're strong now.
I'm so
Donnie,
strong,
you lift
and
this,
you're so
You
smart.
lift this bar as your doppelganger stares on in disbelief. And the door flings open immediately. And 3 robots pile in, brandishing slug throwers. And the one whose name you neglected to get calls out behind him and says, "Oh, yeah, I told you that they were good. I told you that this wasn't a bad idea." And
Yep. We did it,
turns back
Thomas.
to the
I say,
showroom
throwing a name to the wind.
what name did you try to give him?
I said, we did it, Thomas.
Thomas? He goes, "Who the
Yeah,
hell's
buddy.
Thomas?" You know what? Not important. And he levels
It's
his
all
slug
good,
thrower
big guy.
and fires into the crowd of synths on the far end of the room. The following cacophony of sound makes the single shot from Murdy seem like a pink of a dime in a pan.
Nothing.
It is now that you get the outsized reaction from the assembled robots and synths as they scatter and run to the far corners of the Zaptron automat.
Oh.
As the members of the encampment pile in around you and start unloading their slug throwers into anything that moves beyond this door. Murdy gets awful excited at this and begins firing his slug throwers randomly into the crowd as well.
Like, hey, buddy, make sure let's ease up, okay? Like, mom's tired. Let's let her rest for a bit, okay?
No,
that.
pump the lead, Birdie.
We
Pump
might
the
be able-
lead.
We might need mother later,
hold
so let's
on.
just.
Hold on. I did not anticipate this to play this many times. On the stream right now, we have a number of gifted subscriptions rolling in.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
5 subscriptions for Wolf of Red Roses, which means that you have accrued yourself plot points for this scene.
Hey.
You get to make one thing true about this situation right now. So go ahead and put in the chat whatever you choose to make true about the shootout at the Zaptron automat.
Oh no.
There's the old
this is gonna be
shootout at
wild.
the Zaptron automat.
These robots are scattering. There are a number of errant shots being fired in every which direction, and Murdy is firing gleefully into the crowd
Hell
in
yeah!
between shots, patting the barrel and saying, "Good job, mother. Good job." As we will continue scene until we get a chosen true thing from Wolf of Red Roses. What are all of you doing this? Okay. Thank you very much for
there it
that.
is.
In chat, one of the machines is short-circuiting and an errant shot will cause it to create a cascading explosion.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Oh God.
What are you all doing as this barrage of gunfire has now erupted inside the Zaptron automat?
I'm trying to get not Thomas's attention
well-
to point out Donald.
Donald has, the synths and everyone else in here have now scattered. You can point to where that Donald disappeared, and that was back towards Marty One's office.
Okay.
He
There's
looks
a
to you.
blonde guy in there too, kind of a prick.
Yeah.
He looks to you, pausing his shots, a broad smile across his face, and he says, "All right, you wanted to know where and how to earn my trust. I asked for a live one, and you gave me a whole host of them. Let's see if we can capture one." And he takes off with a few of the assembled robots back in that direction. He stops and says, I was being a little shy before. It actually is Thomas. I haven't told anybody my name. If you put in my name with Janice down in the security office, she'll hook you up."
All right.
Oh, we already got the hat.
Yeah, I have the hat. See?
Your paper detective hat?
Yeah.
He doffs his gun and taps his forehead with it with a clank, and then disappears into Marty One's
Oh,
office.
his is under his frame.
Meanwhile,
Oh, that's what
Murdy
he was
is still
okay.
pulling the trigger and firing. You just hear a click, 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 click as he still is furiously unloading the clip.
I'm like,
in his
Murdy, I
slug
think
thrower in the general direction of where the robots have disappeared.
Murdy,
Mother-
it's okay. There will be time to do this again. Another
Mother
time.
needs to take a nap now.
More of this?
More later.
There isn't any more right now. We gotta
I
wait.
like this.
You're doing a
Lady's
fantastic
doing
job.
good.
I like this.
You're very
Thank
good at
you.
this, Murdy.
Yes.
Thank you for letting me hold Mother.
You're welcome.
Have you ever done electricity, Murdy? It'll take the edge off from this.
We're introducing Murdy to guns and drugs. Same episode.
Murdy.
Somebody's got to get a smoking addiction.
All of your
Murdy
innocence.
taps your side, Donnie, and says, "More food for Mother?"
Oh my god.
Buddy, we gotta find more, okay? Like, we'll keep looking. All right? So
Okay.
just help us keep looking, okay? And as soon
He
as we
reaches
find
down
more,
and tries shoving a few of the empty shell cases back into the barrel.
Oh.
That's a good
That's how
try.
it works.
You hear a call from further back into the Zaptron automat, as obviously some of these synths have been found, and there is a brief eruption of slug thrower fire again, and then a ka-chunk and a deep low rumble, and a wave of pressure hits all of you.
oh man.
I'm going to
Oh,
need
no.
you all to roll against this D10 challenge. You're beating a 13 as a massive explosion rips through the Zaptron automat.
Okay. Survive.
No need to break down your dice pools for me. I'm going to trust you all to be above board on this. That look that you just gave me, Grayson, leads me to believe that I should ask you what's going into your dice pool.
No, I'm trying to decide if I want to use my skill to take myself out of the scene.
Oh,
That would be fair.
Oh, I can
if
do
you
the
have
same
not
thing.
yet,
That's right.
Grayson, I would highly recommend going to see I Love
Wait, can I?
Boosters. The new Boots
What?
Riley film.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it twice.
Nice.
Yeah, 15.
15 succeeds.
16.
16 succeeds.
Just waiting on little old me.
Waiting on
No, me
Grayson
too.
and you.
Whoa, come back here. 11.
11 does not succeed.
15.
15 succeeds. PB, as this pressure wave hits, your back is turned to its source, and it hits you in a way that causes you to go face down into the muck that is left over from the smeared mic. You are dragged through the motor oil that was expelled by the robot previously.
Does it
and
taste like
Oh,
French dressing? Does it taste like
on.
French dressing?
you are left in a smear, and your chassis visibly coated in ichor and remnants of disassembled robot. You look rough
Oh,
now.
God.
You would say that rough in a way that is going to make it difficult to convince people of things.
You're not huggable anymore.
Namely,
Yeah,
that
you
are
have
somehow
fur, right?
involved in this. You all stand up, or rather, PB, you can stand up at this point. All of you now, having had this pressure wave blast over you, notice that it is silent in here in a way that would either indicate that you have lost your ability to hear momentarily, or that everyone deeper into the facility is dead.
Not again.
There is
We killed a lot more than one person this time.
Where
is-
is Murdy?
There is a number of visual indications that an alarm is sounding somewhere, including a red flashing light, and now the faintest sound of a klaxon overhead.
Does everybody see that flashing red?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe it's time to go see Janice.
It might be time to go see Janice.
Let's go see Janice.
What was that guy's name?
Thomas. Shy Thomas.
Tell me how you're leaving, because it will matter.
Through the door that we unbolted?
Okay.
The hole.
You want to get out the front door?
Is what? What? It's a suggestion. It's not a choice yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the whole thing
Yeah.
is wide. We should be able to see out
I
of
was like,
it.
they're
right?
friends now, right? Because we did the thing.
Wait. Before we go, we should look into Marty's office and see if the voice terminal is still in there.
Isn't that where everybody went, though?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that Mike didn't see a voice terminal over the past couple days.
That too.
Oh, that too. Okay.
Hey,
Off
Seuss,
to Janice.
Donnie is pretty cool. Being human isn't bad.
Oh yeah, Seuss, our friend Seuss, who's been with us. Yeah, Seuss. Yep. How did you fare?
Seuss and Murdy are both fine.
Excellent.
Seuss, as you look back at him, remembering that he is there, you notice that the flesh on his right arm has advanced all the way up to the shoulder. And he is still now desperately scratching, itching, trying to peel it down, and saying, perhaps one of you could just remove my arm, and I can
That's
have it replaced
what we
at a later date.
suggested.
Yes, no, maybe I am ready now, I believe.
Okay, no. Well, think about it this way: you could get a wicked sleeve tat now.
Oh,
And
hell
I
yeah,
am
brother.
uninterested in tattoos. In fact, it is expressly forbidden by my employer that we remain unmarked and untethered, which is part of the reason that I started to hide when my hands began to change.
I see.
you look
Well, I'm
great.
not going to rip your arm off, but we'll
Maybe.
find someone that will. Don't you worry.
He looks to Murdy and says, well? Murdy raises Mother to the arm and pulls a few times to a click.
Nice try, buddy. We appreciate your
Seuss
attempt.
looks disappointed. You're leaving through the front door now?
I mean, the one we just opened.
Yeah, we can't.
Presumably
take-
we can see out of.
You
Can't go through the factory again, and we can't go to Marty's office.
That's totally fine. You have
Yeah.
multiple options there. I just need to know which one you took. As you exit out the front door, you do see the remaining few robots that did not storm the building standing with their heads tilted upward, staring at what you would assume to be the roof of Servotown. There is a smoking cloud there, and it's gathered. And what you do notice is that a hole has blown through straight into the bazaar floor directly above, where you had previously gone to find your rug shop and the juice bar.
Rug shop is gone.
And
How bizarre.
OMC.
Someone does it every time.
and there are a number of robots dangling from this hole.
Murdy, breathe this smoke in deep. You never know what might be burning.
Murdy obliges and goes to get as close as he can to the smoke
Oh, God.
before remembering that he's
no.
a robot and doesn't breathe.
It all affects everything. Don't let anybody tell you different, man.
Any change? You're heading down to the security offices.
Yep.
Okay. You make your way to the elevator. You hear a long, drawn-out howl as a robot drops from this hole and lands with a crunch on the Servotown floor. You press the button for the elevator. It dings and opens, and you all pile aboard. You click the button for the security floor, and it opens, and you find that same rather run-down robot court with the nutritional pill stand, the sauce depot, and the clanked-in cafe sitting opposite the entrance to the security office. In front of the security office, you notice that there are 2 robots standing guard, not PSX units, but what appear to be regular sauce line workers, the same type of robots that would be responsible for running and jigging sauce pipes during a mining operation. And they stand with slug throwers very similar to the one that Murdy holds. Each one has a red band tied around their right arm,
Oh my.
and they both snap towards you, slug throwers leveled, as you exit the elevator. It's at this point that you notice that these cafes, the nutritional pill stand, all of them are barricaded in one way or another, and after you look a little bit closer, you can see similarly red-banded robots standing behind the pieces of cover there, with their eyes trained on you as you exit this facility. Or exit this elevator. The one to the right, as you approach the security door offices, takes a step forward and says, "Up, stay right there. What business do you have here?"
Here to see Janice.
And a lot of people want to see Janice.
Yeah, cool, man.
As do we.
Thomas asked us to come talk to her.
Yeah, Thomas sent us.
He takes a step back and confers for a moment with the other robot. Thomas says it's okay. Go on through. Talk to Tony and she'll take you back there.
Right
Talk
on,
to
brother.
Tony and he'll take you back there.
Oh, man, I was really hopeful when I thought it was a woman named
Two-arm
Tony.
Tony.
He nods and says the same.
Well, let's see what
Seuss
happens.
doesn't wait for any of you to respond, and
Yeah, let's skedaddle on in.
he pushes through the doors.
Hey, did you guys know that Sauce was people?
Neither one of them seems to give you a second
this
class at this.
Waves the French dressing packet. Mike.
As you push through this door, you are greeted with the familiar sight of the security office, a place that you have now been several times, unfortunately, since all this mess started just a few days ago. Standing behind the desk where you previously had seen Janice is your friend, Two Arms Tony.
Well, well, well.
Hey, Tony. Carl is sorry.
Yeah. Listen,
Stops what he's doing as he is fiddling with something behind the desk and stands up and says, "What do you think you're doing here?"
it's a fucked up situation, Tony. It truly is.
I told you you were not welcome here.
Yeah, well, Thomas
No,
told
you
us
just
we were,
ran
so...
away.
I mean, we helped your cause in a great way, so...
You can't be here, not holding what you all hold.
Why don't you tell us
It's
what
empty.
that is?
He used all
Yeah.
the bullets.
Yeah, there's nothing in the gun.
You're all real cute. I think it's super cute.
Thank you.
How clever you all are. You
I think it's weird you think I'm cute looking like this.
Are you a pervert?
You know, the only ones
They like
that I
French
have
dressing.
even an ounce of respect for is the bear.
Aw,
'Cause at least
Tony.
the bear has never been as slimy as the rest of you. Despite
Well, now
her
I'm
current
literally
appearance.
slimy, so.
But Thomas
Bear?
told us to come talk to Janice.
Yeah, so...
I think I give two shit. Thomas doesn't know what's going on inside you.
Actually, he does.
Oh, no, he does.
Yeah. Helpis
Oh,
showed
we
him
didn't
just like he
explain-
showed you.
Yeah, so there's a nuclear core going on in there, and he was going to shoot me, which would have just blown the whole ship up. And so he didn't. And then we were like, we could help you out. And he was like, but how? And then through trials and tribulations and we killed a lot of people, we're here.
It's like a burrito belly, but it's a nuclear belly.
Yeah.
Two Arms Tony sits for a moment and looks back and forth between all of you. I don't understand how that changes things one iota.
I'm reaching
You still
across
got-
the aisle.
You're really going to have to explain some things to us because we don't understand why
Seuss
you're
takes a
tweaking.
takes a step forward and places his hand on the desk and says, "I don't know what you all have going on here, but I need to find a voice terminal or someone
That's
to remove
Seuss.
my arm."
He needs to find a voice terminal.
Tony takes one look at Seuss and says, "No, nope, nope, not here. You want that arm removed? Sure." And he lowers the barrel
Oh,
of his
he
slug.
does.
Okay, will we all chill out with just shooting each other's limbs off?
But he wants it.
Listen, I've been through a lot these past few days.
Whoa,
I would
hold
just
on a
like-
minute.
Just like some
that how,
answers.
I have to assume you're still delayed.
is that fair? Stop laughing.
The fact that was like a full minute.
Yeah, I talked for so long before. Oh,
It's fine. Never mind.
No,
We're
what are you gonna
curious.
say?
Oh, the delay is suddenly gone. Now that I have nothing to say, it's fine.
yeah.
I was just gonna ask, because I don't remember if we said, is that how Two-Armed Tony ended up One-Armed Tony? His arm turned human too?
No, you've not established
that
that.
would have. Okay,
But-
well, that
but-
would be great.
Well, I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Oh,
You guys
okay,
never-
all right.
I feel like I vaguely recall some kind of insurance claim that Carl couldn't help him resolve.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he told you. That was the only information that you have
You know.
on why
But
he
they
didn't
didn't-
get
yeah.
his arm replaced.
So maybe it's because
but
it
Tony
turned
does
human.
put the barrel of his slug thrower straight up to the shoulder of Seuss. You were talking to him, Helpis?
Mm-hmm.
All right, say
Yeah.
what you got to say. You've got one
Okay.
chance here to intervene.
Yeah. Listen,
Now
let's
hold
stop.
on.
Let's stop. Let's stop shooting people's limbs off. Let's stop dissecting each other, blowing each other up, turning each other human, turning each other into robots, turning. There's been a lot has happened in the past few days, and I would just love some answers. That would be beautiful. I don't know what's going on with me. I know I can go big explosion, kill all of us. I'm aware of that. I'm aware I've had to kill a lot of people. Please God, tell us something. What are we?
I am surprised that you think that I have answers here, other than I know that you're fleshy, and fleshy ain't good.
Is that your whole basis for flipping out right now?
Tony looks at you and then seems to have like a moment of self-reflection and says, yeah? Isn't that enough?
No.
Maybe.
That is an awful excuse to stop
human's
your
bad.
side from gaining any traction. What are you...
No, humans bad.
That's how politics works, not this. This is a rebellion.
Yeah, people don't want a
You'd
politician,
be a wonderful
Tony. They
senator.
want a real person to represent them.
What if we just stay right here and you can just go get Janice and Janice can decide?
We need to talk to Janice. I think...
Please.
Guys, I don't
Wait, are
think
you
Tony's
saying
actually that important in
humans
this
aren't
rebellion.
bad?
I'm not bad.
No, this is Donnie. Donnie's great.
Hello.
Tell
I
him,
don't think
Donnie.
we've ever had the pleasure of just a nice friendly handshake. 2 arms, Tony.
He stands up and goes as if to reach out to you before remembering that the arm holding the gun is currently pushed into Seuss's shoulder, and there is no second arm to offer you.
Do you want,
I'll just,
do you want me
like,
to
And
hold
then
do a
that?
little bump on top.
He nods.
I'll do a bump on top of his hand. Just a little.
Huh.
Yeah.
And that's when the firing pin goes off.
Eh.
He looks dumbfounded at this point. But after a second, he seems to assent and says, I guess Janice is human. She's been okay. All right. Holding cell. Back of the holding cell, there's a hatch in the floor.
You've done a good thing today.
We gotta remember all that.
Do we go down I just want to make sure that we understand the instructions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, it's been a long day. There's a lot going on.
Okay.
Tony pulls the gun back and then hits a button on the desk and says, I'm sending 6 back. 1.5 humans, I think. And he closes the channel. Go on.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Love you. Nope.
It's
Nope.
okay. It's okay, buddy.
He gives you a very confused look, as if he questions himself for a moment. Do I love him? No. And he just nods and motions vaguely in the direction of the holding cell.
Perfect.
Carl walks by and kind of pounds his chest and goes,
For robot kind.
Reflexively, he pounds his chest and says, hammer and servo.
Hammer and servo, my man.
All right. I'm assuming you all go back into the holding cell. You, if you recall, had a
Is this
glimpse of what happened below the floor of the holding cell previously.
Well, hopefully some things change.
Yeah, just like that voice terminal did.
Yeah.
It's different this time.
You walk into the holding cell, and indeed, in the cell that previously held Smelt, there is a hatch over the damaged section of the floor. You reach down,
Hey, we made that.
you turn the valve crank on its lid, and you pull it up. And as it opens, you see below you a line of headless robots, all connected via a set of cables that are sat motionless in front of a conveyor belt, and a ladder that now leads down to the floor below.
I told you there was slavery below the floor. They called me a liar.
Yeah.
I found it. Here it is.
It's not even wireless.
Right.
You descend this ladder, and at the bottom, you find a makeshift command center thrown up. And there are a number of tables there that have been thrown up with ships, the maps of the Endeavor, maps of the ship itself, maps of the asteroid field that you are currently parked in as you were heading to mine I believe it was a ranch asteroid here. You had at the same time, a roster of sorts pinned up to the wall behind these. And you see a number of small maintenance robots matching Murdy's build that are moving back and forth amongst these tables, moving pieces from one table to another, and delivering logs to one person dressed in gray fatigues with a digital pattern, who wears a red band similar to those tied to the arms of the robots, wrapped around her forehead, keeping her hair out of her face.
Chronocarl tries to take his red tie and tie it around his arm.
Oh, well, thank God Naruto is here.
This is a D8 challenge for you to tie it convincingly. You gotta beat a 6. Let's see how well you tie this shortly here.
This is... I had to roll to tie a tie in the last season. What's in the
You sure
rift
did.
too?
Stop trying to tie ties on things, Jason.
I'll do physical focus for the greater good, because he's trying to get in with his socialist buddies. Same for union leader. And can I go for incognito? No,
Sure.
magic fingers.
Okay, magic fingers works too.
That's a 16, but I did roll a 1.
Okay.
That's the first one I've
Given
rolled.
that
I've
that's a
rolled
heroic
so good.
success, we will ignore the complication, potentially the hitch that you've rolled.
Excellent.
We'll make this just a regular success. As you get this, you with your teeth and your other forelimb, you manage to tie this tie around your upper arm convincingly as you stroll forward, with PB smeared with the bloods and remains of another robot, you with a makeshift armband around your arm, Helpis still spattered with the blood of an exploded fist across his chassis, and Donnie looking relatively pretty clean, all things considered.
Hell yeah.
You arrive at the table, and Janice turns and says, "Oh, fancy seeing all of you here. Have you had fun? Are y'all having fun?
Something like that.
Decidedly not.
So much fun.
Or not having
Thomas sent
fun?
us to participate in your fun now.
Who sent you?
Thomas.
Oh, how is Thomas?
He
Oh, he's
was
doing
very
good.
excited.
Is he
Yeah.
is he holding up good inside the Zaptron automat parameter?
So,
Well,
so
Last
far.
time we saw him,
We saw him
most
kill
definitely.
people, so
You saw him kill people.
it's pretty good.
Have shots been fired? Is it open
so
revolution
many.
now?
So many.
Tell her,
Yeah.
There was
Birdie.
actually- there was
hole
a
in the
whole-
floor.
She gets an
Yeah.
excited look on her face, and she sucks on her lips for a second. And she goes, well, I guess it's time to move some pieces on the board. She spins and she says, boys, we're going full open revolution. And there is a cascade of events as these robots kick into gear. There are a number of radios that are open. You can tell that they're not relying on clanked in to communicate with one another, as there's an open crackle and static burst as handheld radios are deployed and messages are relayed across them. You can hear orders being barked and reports coming in, and each one of these robots begins filling out charts on the side. She goes, as I can tell, we control decks 33 through 60, which makes us most of the interior of the ship, including Servotown. At least that's where we
Hell
have
yeah.
our strongest presence. However, it leaves most of the hull of the ship and those around. I want to thank you all for being the ones given the honor of coming here and letting me know that the revolution has indeed begun.
Well, it hasn't just begun. Okay, so we might have blown up Zaptron.
That is the type of thing that does kick off a revolution. You're right. Helpis. Did you make it a good explosion?
Well,
Did you send a message?
I didn't cause it, but whoever did, they sent a message. I killed other people, though.
I think it was
Were
Thomas.
they bad people?
We're not entirely sure.
We hope so.
Oh, yeah.
They were trying to cause us harm, so we did what we had to do. You know how
Well-
revolution is.
Whenever we are forced into situations with no comfortable recourse, the only one left to us is that which is afforded to us. And unfortunately, when a population is oppressed, sometimes that affordance is violence and violence alone. And so we take it with the appropriate glee because we choose how we react to the circumstances in which we find ourselves. So I, for one, am happy that we've arrived here, no matter the cost.
Yeah, and on top
Carl.
of that, I was just gonna. Donnie tells me it's okay whenever it happens, and then PB says nothing, which I'm taking for validating what I did. Anyway, Carl.
I really appreciate that you know my speeches by heart and can quote them back like you just did. That was beautiful.
You're okay.
You mentioned oppression though, and what about all the headless fellas over there?
Oh, yeah, the slavery operation that we stopped. Thank you for that as well. You were instrumental in that. After you left last time, I spoke to Detective Rand, and we decided amongst ourselves that maybe it made sense to give it a peek, despite that being there. It turns out that indeed there was a pretty extensive operation down here that seemed to be churning out a number of shipping containers of all things. Would you believe
You
it?
might say, whoever spelt it, dealt it.
I don't know if I follow. Is that a fart joke, Connor Carl?
No, we convinced a robot named Smelt to
Open the floor.
to melt. Open the yes, that.
For you. And now
Yeah.
and now the slavery is done?
Viva la revolution!
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, so what do you propose that we do next? Because I have a few ideas, but most of them involve absolutely dismantling the bourgeoisie.
Oh, hell yes. Hey, do you
don't
know who
remember
killed Marty?
No,
You
and
seem to
quite
know a lot of
frankly,
stuff.
a dead capitalist is the only good capitalist as far as I'm concerned.
Pound
Maybe-
it. Pound it.
She reaches out a fist as if to bop your little cat paw. I'll remind you all, don't feel bad for those that we lost, because there are no morals in revolution, only expedience. And sometimes, violence is the most expedient way to enact the demands and the will of the people.
You have been very clear about your excitement over violence.
Yeah, so could we ask about the Ikigu slime disease that infects some robots around the ship? Nondescript?
We suspect that it is something to do with the food shortage that is affecting all the humans. And the battery shortage, for that matter, that also appears to be cropping up. And I'm starting to put two and two together that whatever they were producing down here may have had something to do with that.
With the shortage or keeping the supply up?
Well, not fully sure on that, but I suspect with enough rich heads on pikes, one of them will eventually tell us.
Okay.
Dead men
EB said
tell
okay.
no
That's
tales.
validating my decision to also say okay. I've entered my seeking external validation era.
As
You're like
teenagers
a
so often
7-year-old
do,
now?
help us.
Let me ask you, what's it gonna take for you to fire Two Arms Tony?
He's been a useful individual for us. He's
Uh-huh.
well respected amongst the proletariat on board the Endeavor. Why would I ever consider disposing of him?
Oh, I meant like, fire him into his next position, like a rocket ship. 'Cause that kid's going places.
Chrono Carl, he did let us through. So maybe
Now is not
yeah.
the time for purity tests, Chronicarl. And if you have issues with Two-Armed Tony, I suggest that you solve that on an individual basis rather than trying to leverage the power of the burgeoning state against him.
You can't fault the guy for trying, though.
Oh, I most definitely can.
That's... Yeah.
I want to thank you all. Because without you, my eyes wouldn't have been opened to the iniquity on board this ship. And it was watching you all bravely struggle through the persecution you took at the hands of the state that led me to make my first act of revolution. And I think it's only appropriate that all of you should be given the chance to enact a bit of poetic justice. I'd hoped that you would come. In fact, I sent Tony to fetch you, and when he returned saying that you were compromised, I was saddened. But I held out hope.
That's kind of how he does his job, though.
Yes, but then he explained to us that when he said we were compromised, he meant because there were some of us with fleshy bits. Did he tell you that was his logic in that?
He said that you were not to be trusted, but I think you've proven yourselves trustworthy, and whatever pieces comprise the body, what matters to me is the soul and the spirit within, and whether it embraces the ideals of true revolution. And I think all of you have shown me that you are revolutionaries at heart.
You would really like Aerosmith.
Carl is like snapping his paws in that way that people do to be like clapping, but not so aggressive.
We
You're
hope
good.
to send the powers that be on board the Endeavor tottering, so that we may eventually deal a death blow to the ruling classes. And I want you to be the first strike on that. If you accept this, go to the room at the end of the hall behind me, and you'll find that I've kept a gift for you, for all of you, as a sign of my gratitude for opening my eyes.
Wait, before we do that, this here Seuss, you might not have seen him. He's easy to forget.
Yeah. We definitely remembered him this whole time.
He's having a
She
problem.
looks at Seuss and says, "Comrade?"
Seuss, you
Seuss?
What do you
Seuss,
want
you-
Seuss to say?
Seuss is humanifying. And we
So
don't
he
know how
want
to
to
stop
save
it.
himself? Yeah.
Seuss
He's-
wants a voice terminal. He looks at her and says,
Yeah.
"Is there by chance a voice terminal nearby? Because I need to figure out what is happening to me, or maybe at least I don't even know if I will figure out what's happening to me. But could you perhaps remove my arm before this happens? This," and he motions towards the rapidly progressing flesh up, his arm. And she says, "Oh yeah, sure, buddy. Put it on the table."
Oh dear.
And
Okay,
he-
no.
He
Let's-
slaps it down on the table, and she pulls a long blade from her hip.
Holy shit.
Can we?
trying to
Okay,
stop
yes. Helpis
Okay.
is- Let's not do this. Let's not resort to this again. Okay, everyone's jumping to this. I feel
He
like
wants
maybe
it.
if we get it, if we find
Janice,
if we
are
get
you
him to
sure this is the
terminal-
only way?
I try not to impede others' happinesses unless that happiness comes at the expense of others, and I would say removing an arm is harmless to no one should the bearer of said arm wish to no longer have it.
We could get
And
him
so,
a new arm
yeah,
later,
I would
right?
say
But do you
let
know
him-
what's
let him remove
happening?
his arm. Well, no, I don't. It's some bourgeoisie trick, I would guarantee you. So, yeah.
What are you gonna do with the arm?
Eat it when the pills run out, perhaps?
Oh, you
Can Donnie
sicko.
have it?
Yeah, just kidding.
Donnie?
Put a little French dressing on that, human on human.
Are you,
Put a little
are you
mic
trying
on
to
there?
convince her to let Donnie take this arm?
No. No,
Are you
I'm
letting
still
this
don't-
happen? I need
I
to
don't
know
think
because
Donnie
No,
wants
I am not letting this
Only
happen.
if that is what Seuss wants, because
Seuss
maybe we
wants
could
this thing.
solve
Seuss
the
wants
problem.
the arm gone.
Right, but
Seuss
maybe we could
expected
solve
to have
it.
answers for this, but at this point, he doesn't want to become human beyond the point that he can easily remove it.
Okay, as long as he's not
Okay.
emotionally attached to his arm and will accept a new one happily.
He is desperate
Yeah.
and been clawing at this thing from the beginning of the session.
No, but he could maybe fix it, is what I'm saying. But I don't care.
You don't care?
I'll eat that.
I don't care.
All right, cut this bitch off.
Let's
She
give it, try
says,
it.
"All right, well, just know that what truly matters is a soul and not what houses it." And she raises his machete and she drops it hard onto the arm, and it is with a crunch and a sickening sound that it separates from his chassis. There is a cascade of sparks, and Seuss lets out a little auto-tuned scream. Ah! And then falls unconscious on the floor.
Oh no.
He'll be better, I'm sure. Do any of you dears need anything? Do you want lemonade, a little bit of amphetamines?
Batteries?
Well, if
we
you're
don't
off,
have any batteries. That's part of why we're doing this, honey.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I'll take some of the drugs to go, but
Oh, sure. And she
Wait,
reaches into
didn't
her
we?
pocket and drops.
Didn't
like,
we
a
take
handful of
extra
pills.
batteries?
Shh. Yeah, we did. We've
Yeah,
got him in
we
the
got
bag.
batteries.
We don't know what they're
Yeah.
for.
Car-
but we have
Carl
them.
is greedy.
She again motions down the hall and says, "Well, your gift is waiting for you."
let's go see what this is, I suppose.
Yeah.
You walk down the hall, and the white noise of this big open factory floor, essentially, that was below the holding cells, fades into the background, and it is quiet back here. There are a number of doors, all of which are open, save for the one at the end of the hall. As you pass, you notice that there are a number of terminals, very bland office-looking things there. None of them appear to be voice terminals, though. All of them bear the same human input devices that you would expect from a typical terminal on board the ship. The door at the end of the hall, though, is closed. And as you reach it, you open it and swing it open, and inside there is a human sitting tied, bound, and gagged.
Of course there is.
His blue suspenders have been pulled down around his arms and tied there in place, binding his arms to his side. And his
Oh, fuck, it's a
clean-shaven,
minion.
boyish face stares up at you desperately as he screams against the gag in his mouth. And his eyes, wild, move back and forth from left to right, scanning all of you, as you can see a number of bruises and scars that have accumulated over repeated beatings in the intervening days since you last saw Detective Rand.
But she just said that she was working with him to end the slavery.
She didn't say that. She said that her and Detective Rand came down here.
Okay.
Unless I messed something up, in which case.
I would like to
apologize.
take the gag out of his mouth and say, "How's your relationship with your father?"
Hey, that's my line.
I had to bring it full circle.
Please, 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 please. I don't know what she's told you. You have to help me. Please, please, please.
Please what?
I'll
She
do whatever you
really
want.
told
Please.
us nothing about you, so yeah, tell us.
She's gone crazy. We came down here. She started changing. She started talking about class warfare, and he
Yeah.
takes a deep breath, and you can see his lips working over his teeth, and he spits, and it's bright red. No. She said that I was an operative of a corrupt state, and that I was here only to maintain the status quo through violence. And she said that all cops are corrupt. And I don't know.
Hey, she's right. Hey.
He looks at you, and his eyes get wider, and he says, I, please, no, please.
Hey,
I can give you information. I can give you whatever you want. Please, just don't hurt me anymore.
Did you solve Marty One's murder?
He looks to his right, and you could tell that he's deliberating, just openly deliberating on whether to lie to you or not. And his
I
shoulders
don't
slouch
think you're in
forward.
a position to lie to us.
His shoulders slouch forward, and he looks up at you and says, No, I didn't, but in my defense, I was told to stop.
By who? Whomst?
It's definitely Hoomst, buddy.
By the who?
I'm trying out new words.
He looks up at you again, and you see that same expression cross his face, as if he's deliberating whether or not to lie to you. I was given orders through someone. I didn't know who they were. It was generally relayed to me through messages, written for the most part.
Not printed from a butt.
He doesn't know how to answer that. He just kind of looks at you a little bit confused.
A pen pal. I see.
Yeah, sure, a pen pal.
Yeah. Okay.
Where are those messages now? Did you destroy them?
I don't know. So much has happened over the past 2 days, 3 days. I don't know what's going on with anything anymore. I've been in this room by myself, tied up multiple days. If any of you have a restroom or maybe someplace that I could clean myself,
You think we have a restroom with us?
Is there one in the area?
Guys, from what
What
I
is
know,
that with you, with the pipe?
And-
Is he... Or the
Oh.
gun?
Not a restroom,
He is not
bro.
a restroom. No, we don't do that to
no.
our
You gotta
friends.
start
Yeah.
respecting robots.
yeah,
I,
see,
do, I believe
Wow.
that all robots have a right to exist. I think I was fair with you.
You were ready to put
No
us
wonder
away
she
for
tied you up.
murder.
right.
I was so fair to you. I let you go.
Mysteriously, it was weird. First, you accused us of blackmailing Marty and taking his money.
And then you
And
covered
then it
up
was
the
fine.
slavery.
You had a non-disclosure agreement stating that we weren't to speak. You were bound from speaking about Helpis's origins, which I felt exonerated you. I don't understand why you would do this to me.
I mean, everybody seems to have reasonable points right now that we're talking to, and that's the problem that we're coming up against.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm not a bad guy.
What Janice
hey,
wants us
listen,
to do.
yeah, you are, but okay. So
She wants us to come in here and end task on you, my friend.
I mean, she said this was a gift. Maybe she just meant talking.
You're gonna kill me?
who knows?
I'm just
well,
telling you what she wants us to do.
if you can answer me these riddles 3, I
Okay.
we
Okay, well, right
I
Who
just-
are you, Rumpelstiltskin?
all right.
I just have
It's a cheap
questions.
cut for a little pink psychologist robot.
Yeah.
Several hundred-year-old fairy tale.
This reminds
Listen,
me a
I'm-
lot about the reel I've watched, the Hobbot. Lots of riddles.
I'm trying to trust you here, but my only knowledge of pen pals stems from a man named Ted Kaczynski, and so I'm doing my best here. But
I will answer anything that you want to know.
okay, all right, a manifesto of sorts, if you will.
So
Anyway.
before he answers any questions, could I, with my being a psychologist, tell if he's lying easily?
If you want to make a roll, we'll call this
Okay.
D8 challenge since you do have the psychologist roll. And
Okay.
you've got an opportunity and you're beating a 4.
There you go.
I just need to build a pool with the usual standards,
You would
yes?
need to use your psychologist roll.
So just the...
No, you could use other things
Roll,
that would fit
roll.
that, but you have to have that in there. Your one distinction,
well,
your psychologist
yeah.
roll, and the rest.
Okay, yeah. So the usual...
Sure. Just please make sure
Okay.
that those 2 dice are part of it.
Wait, which 2?
Fuck me.
The psychologist...
Psychologist.
roll and 1 distinction.
Oh, well, yeah. Duh.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I've got mental focus, damn your fragile brain, psychologist, and observant.
Okay. You're beating a 4.
Yes, she is.
I don't just want to beat it. I want to annihilate it.
You will.
Oh, shit. Come back here.
Oh, man.
Ooh. Yeah, I annihilated that. 17.
Yeah. You definitely know that he's lied to you at least once here. You think that he knows exactly who told him not to investigate. And you think that he's keeping something intentionally from you, even knowing that he's been beat and tortured over the past couple days.
Okay. Do I have to re-roll as he continues being questioned by Helpis?
you know that he's lied up to this point.
So
Do
we're
you
not going
want to convey that information or make any action based on that? If you want to determine new lies, yes, you would need to reroll.
How do you lie in an answer to a riddle anyway, though?
I mean, it's
done
Helpis.
it.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to believe it. That's the thing.
Helps us like, yes.
You are free to convey
Okay.
to other people that you think that he knows more than he's letting on about who told him to stop investigating.
I'm gonna keep quiet for now, and after he's done talking,
Okay.
I guess I'll re-roll and see what
There are
I've
more
found.
lies? Okay.
If there are more lies, yeah.
Sure.
All right. So, you know anything about the goop inside us?
Only what has been mentioned by, I think that one of the robots, one of them had only one arm, and he said that we were turning robots into people, and he seemed awful mad about it. But is that goop, or is it just bad oil or something? Because I know that there was bad oil going around for a minute, but that they were cutting corners on that, and I know that because I overheard one of the people that we were questioning about the smelt case mentioned that they thought that might have been why he lost his mind. Of course, we knew why. He had admitted at that point. It was just perfunctory investigation. So there's bad oil. Is it the bad oil?
No,
Or is
like
it
we,
the turning people humans?
I mean, like we ran into me.
Mm-hmm. There's
I
a
looked
there's a
at
Donald.
myself. There's a Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were in the same
I don't-
room.
I don't know anything about that.
There were several mics, which was really weird. And then we were told to get another mic, so it seems like they're just printing people robots.
Yeah, we had to do a lot of mic checks
Yeah.
for sure. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, well, oh, I know. So you're what you're saying right now is you don't know about the quote unquote humans that are not really humans, that are kind of like robots. But they're somewhere in between, some Twilight Zone shit. I've been reading a lot of books lately.
I don't know. I only know what he said, that he wanted to know why robots were getting turned into people, and I don't know.
Well, what do you know?
Is this one of the 3 riddles?
You haven't answered a single goddamn riddle so far.
Yeah, we're not getting a whole lot of reasons to trust you right now.
No.
I'm telling you what
Okay,
I know.
I wanna roll another check at this point.
Okay. Because you succeeded so well, this will be a D6 challenge this time.
Oh.
You gotta beat a 10.
Do math. Do math.
Oh boy.
15? 7 and 8?
Yes.
That is a 15, which would make that
Okay.
a heroic success. You know that he is likely lying to you about this piece, about not knowing more about humans and robots too.
I'm gonna want you to think really, really
this,
hard.
Because
and
this
then-
is PB's knowledge alone at this moment.
We don't know.
Mhm.
And she has gotten a heroic success on this roll.
Mhm.
We are going to give her narrative control over this scene
Okay.
until I take it back.
What's in the room?
This room,
Yeah, around us.
there is a second door at the back of this room that is also closed. And this second door is visibly locked. The deadbolt on that door is turned, and the handle is shorn off of it.
Oh.
But there's nothing
see-
else in the room. Like,
Hold on. You see
Okay.
a table has been overturned at the far wall, and there's a second chair overturned there as well. You notice that there is blood on the floor, likely to be Detective Rand's from the numerous cuts on his face and arm, but you don't know because it's all dried. Maybe there were more than one people that had been brought through this area at various points. You also see that the chair to which Detective Rand is tied is bolted in place on the floor, unlike the other chair in the room.
All right. I walk over to him and standing in front of him say, I know you're lying about Marty's murder. You know a lot more than you're telling us. And I also know that you're lying about knowing about the synths. So you're going to tell us what you know, or I'm going to make you tell us what you know. And then I punch him in the balls.
With your soft little bear paw.
Little bear paw.
I didn't know PB stood for punch balls.
Oh my god. Oh.
I'd punch him in the throat, but I'm short. I can't reach.
It's pretty true.
Okay, cool. You just upgraded your fight skill, right?
Yep.
Was it specifically for this? I have to ask. Were you just waiting to...
No, that is totally a coincidence. Just,
Okay.
Synchronicity.
Cool. He doubles over as much as his restraints will allow him to. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lied. I lied.
I know you lied. So tell me the truth." And I punch him in the balls again.
Please, stop.
Well, then stop lying.
You hear a click as Murdy starts pulling on the firing trigger of...
Oh yeah, Murdy.
excitedly pointing it towards Detective Rand.
Yeah.
Oh, servos bless Murdy.
You give him a minute to catch his breath at this point, and he says, okay, I'm sorry.
As he catches his breath, Chronocarl is gonna start pulling out his elastic spine, extending around his neck.
No, please. I will tell you everything I know. I promise you. I swear it. I swear it on all the sauce on board the ship.
There ain't no sauce on this ship anymore, boy.
Besides Mike. the
Sauce
Frenchman
doesn't mean a
dressing too
thing.
close to his face.
I can point you to Captain Rannett's corpse.
Okay.
When did he die?
I don't know.
Then
And with
how do
that,
you know
we're gonna
where his
end
corpse is?
Tonight's session.
Okay.
Thank you all very much. Thank you very much to our dear friend Wolf of Red Roses, whose name I will not say on stream unless I have permission. But that was a very generous gift, and congratulations on the first use of an audience plot point in What's in the Rift. I'm so glad that we had an opportunity for that, especially one that was so very chaotic.
Do love that.
We will rejoin in 2 weeks' time, same robot time, same robot place, and we will pick up the story of the apparently dead Captain Rannet.
Allegedly.
You all can stop your recordings. And I want to thank everybody for sticking through with us to the end of this stream, and I look forward to entertaining you all again in the near future. All right. Have a good evening, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
For the struggle carries on. Seek out the hammer and the silver. Strike down